Welcome back to Adri's Farmhouse Kitchen. Welcome back to the Pantry Challenge, the Three Rivers Homestead Pantry Challenge. Right, we are now getting towards the end of using up the leftovers. I have started this challenge the last week of December, and this is our actually second week, coming towards the end of the second week of first week of January. So I have planned today, so I've got my cheat sheet. I have got 5 things on my cheat sheet. So what we're going to make today, it's homemade strawberry oat breakfast yogurt. We've made breakfast together, yogurt. We made the goat's yogurt together, that's over here. So I've got the jars ready. We're gonna put oat in there, our homemade strawberry jam, a bit of cocoa powder and some raisin. And this can be our breakfast or snack in a week. Next thing, we're gonna make tuna mayo pasta. I was craving for this for a long time, so I'm gonna make it. I've got the ingredients here ready. Just grabbed our homemade mayonnaise, but me and you made together yesterday. So first thing first, what I'm gonna do, I am just going to fill this saucepan or pot with some water, put salt in it, and I'm going to use this pasta. I cannot pronounce it, the variety, but it does say I need to cook it for 8 minutes. I bought this pasta Cuomo from Italy last year. I went on holiday and I still got quite a few left. So grano italiano pasta, gonna use this with some white tuna fillet in organic olive oil, a homemade mayonnaise, pink Himalayan salt, ground pepper, and that's it. I might put like a grated cheese on the top, it's still got some left over. And I cannot wait for this lunch today. It is already, what time is it? It's nearly 11 o'clock, so this is gonna be ready for lunchtime. Another thing on my list, bean soup. This gorgeous looking traditional Wiltshire brined and oak smoked gammon, cured gammon needs using up. So I was thinking about using this dish to roast it before we're going to make the soup. In a soup bowl, I'm gonna use goat's milk, some leftover cream, if you still got some, potato, carrot, garlic, bay leaf, you know, all sorts. We're gonna go to the garden or to the pantry and we'll see what we can put in it. Next thing, carry on the Christmas decoration, put it away, and we're gonna make a vlog about my seed haul, what it's supposed to arrive today, all the seeds for sowing this year. So if you're interested, you are welcome, friends. Let's go and watch the vlog. Put the gammon to this pot, and I'm just adding a couple of cups of water, and this can go to the roasting oven. And I put the alarm on for about 40 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna grate the cheese next. Okay, I'm just gonna grate this cheese, can go on the top. Feel like we're back full cooking mode. I've missed cooking, but I didn't want all that food to be wasted, so we only got a tiny bit of that curry left, and I think that's it. So I'm making this pasta. This will last for a few days for lunch or dinner. Breakfast yogurt we have there for 4 or 5 days. And the soup, what we're gonna make, probably will last us again about quite a few days. So from tomorrow, I think we're gonna start sowing seeds. Well, I cannot believe I never usually start this early, but I'm so organized and I just want to give it a go. I've got heat lamp system, I've got potting shed, I've got this lovely conservatory, so I'm gonna give it a go and let's see what we can grow in January, February. I usually leave it until mid to end of February till March, but I just cannot wait. While we're waiting to that water to start boiling so we can put the pasta in it, and well, actually I need to find my phone and put the alarm on that Gammon in the roasting oven. I thought we can make the breakfast yogurt. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to add some oat. I usually eyeball all this because I've been making it now for so long. I kind of know how much to put in. So let's use up all these. Well, these are all smaller jars, so I prefer the smaller funnel so we don't make mess. These funnels come so handy, especially with all the canning projects and stuff. All the gadgets I've gathered over the years, friends. And go from there. I'm always guessing these jars and ingredients and products. It usually works out, but okay. We're gonna add a little bit of raisin to each jar. Alan is not so keen on raisins, so I need to be gentle. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit of this cocoa powder, like a teaspoon. Somebody is eating now, but that's Sandy. Oh, they both eating, so I'm happy. I just remembered, let's put the alarm on for that Gammon. And I can hear that water coming up to a boil. Simmer. So I'm gonna add half of this pasta. And when this comes to a boil, I'm going to cook the pasta for 8 minutes. I really like how it says on the package how long you need to cook it. Now we are adding the strawberry yogurt, strawberry jam. This is for sweetener and for the strawberry flavor. Okay, and the yogurt. So this is our homemade goat yogurt. Give it a good mix, nice and thick. I'm gonna fill up that jar. I like to leave a little bit yogurt behind as a starter culture for our next batch. So when we use up what we've got in here, these little jars, then I leave the rest and label it as yogurt so I know what it is. Okay, so this much yogurt we've got. Oh, I forgot to put this one. So let's fill this up. Okay. And look how cool these breakfast yogurts are looking. So I'm just wiping down what I've made the mess on. And we're gonna put this to the fridge. And this will last up to a week, just nicely. I'm just gonna have a taste test. I think this is now ready. 2 more minutes. So look how gorgeous this breakfast yogurt, strawberry and oat breakfast yogurt is looking. So I'm just going to put this in the fridge now, the rest of it. Our pasta was ready, just drained it. And I'm putting the white tuna in oil to this glass bowl. We're going to season it with salt and pepper, mayonnaise, grated cheese. Any hard cheese will do. I've got some olive oil in here ready, but I think we've got enough oil in this tuna, so I don't think I need to put any more oil to it. But I'm ready to add some of our beautiful mayonnaise, what we've made together yesterday. Pinch of salt and some pepper, ground pepper, and give it a good mix. Have a taste test. And lunch, it's ready. It's a beautiful day out there. It's very cold, like -5 degrees Celsius, but it's blue sky, sunny, gorgeous crisp weather. Okay, just try to break up those tuna fillet. It's got plenty mayonnaise, definitely don't need more mayonnaise now. I'm gonna add the cheese and we can serve it. Now let all know lunch is ready. Wow, love it. Right, I feel so content now. I absolutely love this. So good. Tuna pasta. Thick homemade strawberry oat breakfast yogurt. Done. I'm gonna work on a bean soup next. So I'm gonna gather some ingredients. Time is nearly up, so I'm going to check on the gammon. Right, that needs a bit more time. I'll give another half an hour and we check again. Okay, I am ready to make the bean soup. This is gonna be a lot more than a bean soup. Over the years, I've been making this soup for several times, this time of the year, any time of the year. So I have not following a recipe, but I'm following what it's available at the moment and this time of the year. We've got plenty of smoked sausage, sweet and spicy. I'm using the mild sweet sausage in the soup, but I'm also using up some of the chilies. And if you believe, if you're not, this is still from my polytunnel. Also, we've got a few parsnips there. I've just scrubbed and cleaned and peeled, and some leftover carrots from the Christmas time needs using up. So I'm gonna use these up. I'm also making list what we need to go to shop for in a pantry. I put milk down because after all, my husband milked the goat this morning. I left it out by the pantry, so I need to go and grab it and deal with that. And that just gave me an idea to put some mushrooms on my list as well. So we can put some mushrooms in it. I need to go to the garden to get some bay leaves, beans, the dry beans. Because I forgot to soak the beans yesterday, ideally I would have loved to do it soaking overnight. So I might going to use the Instant Pot to pre-cook the beans. We're gonna get some stock from the pantry, and I'm just using up some of these shallots. And I'm thinking actually I've got so many shallots still in a pantry that I might use these ones. Maybe we can plant these early spring in a garden to have some more shallots this year. Talking about shallots, the zebruni shallot seed just arrived, so that can go in my office in a pile of seeds we're gonna sow next week. And I've just peeled and washed and diced some homegrown potatoes. That's ready now in a sink. It's in water. And yes, I've got salt and pepper in here in front of me. I've got the whole peppercorns we're going to use as well. I've got garlic in here as well, homegrown garlic, so we don't need the garlic powder, don't need any more chili powder. If I remember anything, I'll let you know. I'm also going to use, what time is it? It's It's nearly time, so we can check that gammon in a roasting oven. I've took the top off, the lid. So let's see how this doing. Okay, it's doing good. Needs a bit more time, but this joint, it's massive, so some of this joint will end up in a soup as some protein. All right, friends, let's go to the pantry. I think I'm gonna just pop out the quick sticks and get some beans, mushroom, some broth or stock. Let's see what's available. Get that milk, and pop to the garden for some bay leaves, and I think that's it. I have got my list here, so we need to get some. I've got the heater, that's what you can hear, because it's so cold. I've got this temperature in here that can get so cold in here. We've got -5 degrees Celsius outside, and with the heater going on, still 9 degrees in here in Celsius. So let me just grab some mushroom. We forage this together. Take this mushroom, friends, and I need some stock. We take chicken broth. Take the chicken broth. Let's put it in a basket. So we've got the broth. We've got the mushroom. We need the beans, star of the show. So look all these lovely beans what we grew together this year. I think we're gonna use up these bollotti beans, and I'm gonna have to pre-cook this now in an instant pot. Okay, we got the beans. Oh, I've just seen it's spoiling. This beautiful squash that needs using up. Mushroom, stock, beans, milk. I've already took the milk in, so it's just bay leaf now from the garden, and that's it, friends. Okay, I cannot wait to come out and do a pantry tour. So I think that's gonna be next week at some point, so we can make a nice detailed menu for each day, or couple of menus for the week. The challenge. See you in the kitchen. The gammon is ready and it's perfect. So it took me with the lid on an hour in my roasting oven, in my auger, and without the lid, good 40 minutes. And nice and crackly, the skin and the meat, it's perfectly cooked. So the next thing I am doing now, I'm using 2 cups of dried bollotti beans, and to this I'm gonna add some chicken broth, and I'm going to pressure cook this. 1, 2, 3, 4 cups of chicken broth. That's seasoned, so you don't need nothing. I'm just going to pressure cook the beans first. Okay, I have got all the rest of the ingredients. I think we can make... Oh, smells gorgeous, this mushroom. Make a start. I'm going to use... I managed to harvest some dill as well. Some bay leaves. So let's see, we're gonna use about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I really like the fresh bay leaf taste, and the fresh dill, it's a nice addition to the soup as well. Smells wonderful still. I'm gonna move on to the shallots, and I'm going to actually just peel and slice the shallots next. So we can fry this up first with a little bit of that sausage. I don't use any other lard or oil. That sausage is quite fatty, so that's gonna have enough fat to saute these shallots. And that's gonna be the start of our soup. And then we're going to add I'm going to add about 4 liters of water, and then so we can put the beans in. I won't be putting the potato and the meat, it's already cooked, until towards the end. And just before that we're gonna add the mushroom, and before that actually we're gonna add the chili, the carrot, the parsnip can go in now, with the bay leaf, with the garlic. So, and we're just gonna season it. I'm not gonna put lots of salt in it because that gammon, it's very salty. So I think I might even leave the salt out for now. Just put a bit of pepper. And then I've got some plain flour and goat's milk ready. And we're gonna thicken up the soup and make it like a creamy soup. And when the meat cools down a touch, I'm just going to slice it, ready to put it in the soup. I'm also tempting to make some bread again because I've just fed that sourdough starter this morning and it looks amazing now. It's doubled in size, so it's perfect. It would be perfect now to use it. So I might actually do that as well. I am using the same pot I've used to make the pasta, and this time I'm adding some of these sausages, let's say about half of them, what I've cut up in here, and I let it to get some fat out of them before we're going to add the shallots. I'm just going to wash these shallots, slice it, and that can go to the pan. And I'm also doing a bread as well, so I've just sifted 400 grams of bread flour and added 300 grams of lukewarm water to it. And I'm actually going to turn this on in a second in my KitchenAid to make a nice dough, and we can add 150 grams of sourdough starter to it and let it work it in my KitchenAid for about another 10 minutes. Rest it for a bit, about half an hour, put the salt in, mix it together again for about 5 minutes and put some olive oil at the bottom, first stretch and fold and cover it with shower cap. The shallots now ready to go in. I can hear the pan behind me now. Those sausages now sizzling. That indicates me that is ready to receive the shallots. Making a little mess in here, dropping things. I need to hoover and mop this kitchen. And our next job after the soup is done, to put the Christmas decorations again, or do a little bit of the Christmas decoration putting away. Okay, I am ready to add the sourdough starter. Right, 132. Can go back. Okay, this is now nicely cooked. I'm going to add the chilies in whole, carrot, bay leaf, the parsnip, garlic. Slice the garlic in. I'm going to add the water. I'm not adding salt, but I'm going to add some whole peppercorn. I'm gonna crumble in the freeze-dried mushrooms. I'm going to add 3 liters for now and cover it back up. Okay, ready to add the salt. Just going to add a little bit more oil in the bottom of this pan, easier to work with, you know, like this. And cover it back up. Perfect. Okay. The beans are cooked in an instant pot, so I am ready to add. They are now nearly cooked. All can go in along with the potatoes. And while this is simmering, I'm gonna make a roux. We're gonna thicken up our soup. And the way I make the roux, I use equal parts of, I'm gonna use salted butter and flour. And we're just going to good 5 minutes to whisk it until it gets that peanut buttery color. So, okay, let's start with the butter. I'm gonna add 100 grams of butter, and we're going to get ready 100 grams of flour. I'm going to use the milk to make the roux. Got a liter there. I'm ready to add the milk bit by bit till it thickens up nicely. And we can pour this to our soup. I've got a liter milk here. I'm going to put probably the most of it. I'm using room temperature milk. I am finishing off our soup now. So what I'm doing, I'm using a sieve and I'm going to pour all of the roux to my soup. This way just gets rid of the lumps and bumps. Perfect. The gammon meat now cooled down nicely, and now it's just about right temperature so I can touch it and slice it up. And I've just had a taste test, and it is delicious and it's cooked, but it is very salty, so I am glad we've not put lots of salt to the soup. And I'm going to put this to the soup as well. I've just remembered I need to go how to get some toilet paper out in a house. Just thinking about house chores now. I've just mopped the kitchen floor. I'm taking the dogs out now. I'm gonna feed the cats. The kittens, 3 of them going away Saturday. They're going to a good house, good home, but I'm gonna miss them so much. I've also need to check my post because I think my seed order just arrived. So the next vlog, one of the next vlog is definitely going to be about the seed I sow in January. It is the next day now. We already tried that soup yesterday. And then we're gonna have it again for lunch. I don't think so we need all this bread. This is enough. I'm just gonna toast this a little bit in the oven. And I'm just now going to serve our beautiful soup. What I'm also gonna do, I really enjoy putting like just rub a clove of garlic on the toasted bread. Well, thank you so much for spending time with me in this pantry challenge, and see you very soon. Bye friends.